While most people are worried about their daily expenses, smart preppers are quietly stocking up on essentials before massive price spikes hit in the coming months. In this video, I'll reveal the 6 critical categories of supplies you need to stockpile right now, before August, and explain exactly why waiting could cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Welcome to Financial Area, where we help you protect your wealth and prepare for economic uncertainty. If you find this information valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more money-saving strategies. Let's start with the foundation of all preparedness, energy and fuel. Right now, we're facing a perfect storm that's about to send fuel prices through the roof. Oil rig production has been declining for 11 consecutive weeks straight. That's not a coincidence. It's a clear signal that domestic production is about to drop significantly. Meanwhile, crude oil prices have been jumping over 2% every single week, and the International Energy Agency is warning that global oil supplies are much tighter than they appear on the surface. But here's what should really concern you. Geopolitical tensions in Iran and Russia are escalating, and any disruption in oil flow from these regions, or even just rumors of new sanctions, can send global markets into complete panic. Add to this record levels of summer travel and power grids being strained by increased air conditioning usage, and you have a recipe for disaster. So what should you do right now? First, keep your vehicle's gas tank at least half full at all times. Don't wait until you're running on empty. Take care of oil changes and maintenance promptly. You don't want to be caught with a broken down vehicle when fuel prices are sky high. If you have gas cans, keep them topped off and rotate the fuel regularly to ensure freshness. For propane users, this is critical. Fill your tanks now. Propane prices typically rise heading into fall anyway, but this year we could see much sharper increases. Don't stop there. Diversify your fuel types. Stock up on kerosene, white gas, and butane for lanterns, camp stoves, and other off-grid equipment. Make sure your generators and heaters are fueled and ready for use. Now here's something most people don't realize. There's a massive 50% tariff on imported copper starting August 1st. Why does this matter? Because copper is essential for all electronics, and most of our rechargeable batteries, power banks, solar panels, and related gear are either manufactured overseas or rely heavily on imported components. Retailers are already stockpiling inventory, but once their pre-tariff supplies run out, you're going to see dramatic price increases. This is your window of opportunity. Buy rechargeable batteries in the sizes you use most, AA, AAA, and others for flashlights, radios, and devices. Invest in solar or USB battery chargers that can be powered by solar panels or power banks. Even a basic 20 to 30 watt foldable solar panel can keep phones, radios, and battery banks charged indefinitely. If you've been considering a solar generator or power station, now is absolutely the time to buy before prices rise. Stock up on efficient LED lanterns and headlamps for reliable, long-lasting light. These investments will pay for themselves many times over when you're not scrambling during blackouts or paying inflated emergency prices. Let's move on to the absolute foundation of survival: water and food security. Access to clean, drinkable water is non-negotiable, yet it's increasingly at risk. Heat waves, droughts, and frequent boil water notices are becoming more common, especially in the Southwest. Here's what most people don't consider. Water treatment facilities depend entirely on electricity. When the power goes out, municipal water supplies can be compromised within hours. Floods can also contaminate water sources, making them completely unsafe to drink. Even when your tap is running, the quality of municipal water is often questionable. Many cities struggle with contaminants that can cause serious long-term health problems, from heavy metals to biological agents that standard treatment doesn't eliminate. Your water strategy needs multiple layers. Store ample water at home. In portable containers or large drums. 55-gallon barrels are excellent for this, but storage alone isn't enough. Invest in water purification systems like reverse osmosis filters that can remove bacteria, viruses, heavy metals, and chemicals. Have backup purification options ready: water purification tablets, portable filters, or gravity-fed systems for emergencies. Here's a pro tip. If a storm is forecasted, purify and store extra water in advance. Don't wait until the emergency hits. Consider powering your purification system with a solar generator in case of power outages. This ensures you're never left scrambling during a crisis, whether it's a natural disaster or a prolonged blackout. Now let's talk about food, because the warning signs in our supply chain are impossible to ignore. The U.S. is considering a 50% tariff on Brazilian imports, which would devastate coffee and orange juice supplies, two staples that millions of households depend on daily. Brazil supplies a massive portion of both products, and domestic alternatives are struggling due to hurricanes, disease, and poor harvests. Fresh fruit prices are rising at a time when they're usually at their lowest point of the year. Peaches, grapes, and blueberries are all being affected by heat waves and reduced yields. National peach production is down significantly, and prices could rise by 15% or more in the coming months. Your food stockpiling strategy needs to be smart and systematic. Focus on pantry staples that offer calories, versatility, and long shelf lives: rice, pasta, flour, cornmeal, and canned fruits and vegetables. If you rely on coffee or orange juice, buy extra supplies now. Freeze-dried coffee, vacuum-sealed beans, and shelf-stable juices can be stored for months or years without losing quality. If you have the capability, preserve your own food. Freeze-dry, can, or vacuum-seal fresh produce while it's still available and affordable. Don't wait until tariffs take effect and prices skyrocket. Act before August 1st to avoid paying premium prices. Consider alternative sources of nutrition like powdered milk, protein bars, and dehydrated meals to diversify your stockpile. The third critical area that most people completely overlook is health security. The availability and affordability of medications are becoming increasingly uncertain. Many common drugs, ibuprofen, acetaminophen, antihistamines, and even basic antibiotics, are either manufactured overseas or depend on imported active ingredients. Recent weeks have seen increased tariffs on pharmaceutical imports, rising freight costs, and port congestion, all threatening to disrupt supplies and drive up prices dramatically. Weather events can trigger local shortages as people rush to stock up ahead of storms or disasters. If you're not prepared, you could find yourself without essential medications exactly when you need them most. Build your medical stockpile systematically. Stock up on over-the-counter medications, pain relievers like acetaminophen, ibuprofen, and aspirin, allergy medications like diphenhydramine and loratadine, antidiarrheals like loperamide, antacids, and electrolyte packets. Don't forget first aid supplies, bandages, gauze, medical tape, antiseptics including iodine, alcohol pads, and hydrogen peroxide, gloves, thermometers, and advanced items like tourniquets and hemostatic bandages. For prescription medications, secure a backup supply of any critical prescriptions, especially for chronic conditions like heart disease or diabetes. Talk to your doctor about emergency supplies or consider services that provide backup medications. Don't wait until you're almost out. Refill prescriptions as soon as you're eligible. Here's something most people never think about until it's too late: clothing and footwear. Recent trade policy changes are making these basics more expensive and harder to find. The U.S. has expanded tariffs on textiles and finished goods from major suppliers like China, Mexico, and the European Union. Since most clothing and shoes sold in the U.S. are imported, prices are already rising, and inventories are shrinking as retailers run out of pre-tariff stock. This affects not only everyday purchases, but also specialized gear like hiking boots, rain jackets, and cold weather clothing. For families with growing children, the impact is even greater as back-to-school shopping becomes significantly more expensive. Purchase needed clothing and footwear before prices climb further. Focus on essentials. Stock up on boots, rain gear, work gloves, and cold weather gear for the coming fall and winter. Don't wait until your socks or underwear are threadbare. Replace them now while prices are still reasonable. If you have children, buy ahead for anticipated growth spurts. A well-prepared wardrobe ensures comfort and protection, no matter what challenges lie ahead. The key to effective preparation is foresight and systematic planning. Make a comprehensive list of items your household uses most and prioritize those. Rotate your supplies regularly. Use and replace items to keep your stockpile fresh and functional. Don't rely on a single supplier. Shop around for the best deals and availability. Stay informed about tariffs, weather events, and supply chain disruptions that could affect your region. Most importantly, budget wisely. Spread out your purchases over time to avoid financial strain. Many experienced preppers offer free resources, including comprehensive stockpile checklists, to help you get started without overlooking critical items. The current landscape is filled with uncertainty, but proactive steps can help you weather any storm. By stocking up on fuel, water, food, medications, electronics, and clothing now, you can protect your family from the worst effects of price spikes and shortages. Don't wait until shelves are empty or prices are completely out of reach. Start building your stockpile today and ensure your peace of mind in the months ahead. If this information helped you understand what's coming and how to prepare, smash that like button and subscribe to Financial Area for more wealth protection strategies. Your future self will thank you for taking action today instead of waiting until it's too late.